Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Spider-Man.
That was maybe the most awkward swing of my life. MJ is not happy.
Hey, okay, another thing. Sorry, Charlie. You knock a man out, destroy my background research, and the best you got is sorry, Charlie? Is everything a joke to you?
What? MJ, no, I screwed up. It was a tension breaker.
Tension breaker, right. You know, this is exactly why we broke up.
I thought we broke up so you could focus on your career.
We broke up because you wouldn't stop treating me like a baby. Don't do this, MJ. Don't do that, MJ. Oh, that's too dangerous, MJ. I may not have super spider powers, but I'm not made out of glass.
You snuck into the middle of an armed military... You know what? Can we not do this right now? Please? Did you learn anything about Dr. Michaels?
Fine. Michaels is in the Bowery somewhere. Sable's moving him tomorrow at noon.
Awesome. Anything else? Was he saying something about Grand Central before I jumped in?
He was... No. It was nothing. Listen, I gotta go, Peter. Filing deadline.
Peter. That's how you know she's still mad. Peter. Nice work, Mr. Superhero.
You know, I've talked a little bit about MJ in this game a little bit, about how I do like her, but there are moments where I really don't like her. These are the kind of moments where I don't like her, because
only this time he's using
while someone I do get her viewpoint of being taken, like being treated like glass, in this game, MJ is a little too reckless, and it comes off as making her unlikable, when I get it's supposed to be more of the, without getting too political, it's supposed to be more like the, you know, progressive, that's the word I'm gonna use before I piss somebody off, movement, you know, she wants to be treated seriously. And I do get that. She wants to be treated seriously, not treated like glass, it makes sense. But the thing is, she has to know, sneaking into a Sable base is a horrible idea, because one, she can get arrested, two, she can get shot, nobody would know, and three, going back even further, which I'm gonna fix one thing I did kind of say. In the earlier episode where she snuck into that Tombstone, like the pizza, yeah, you know, she does that, and while she may not have known that Tombstone was in there, like Goldway mentioned in a comment, it's still really dangerous because she can die so easily, and it makes her so unlikable for me because it feels like she's just being ungrateful, and she's not, like, really thinking these things through. Yeah, Peter shouldn't treat her like glass, but you have to understand, Peter's fought these guys. He knows how dangerous they are. It's a really big deal, and it really hurts her character for me, in all honesty.
Not bad. You got skills. I got skills, too.
And I thought robocalls were obnoxious. Well, shut down his spy cams.
And yeah, Mystery Man over there is still having us do things, withering, trying to figure out if we're up to the task, so we can master them. Hope we find out what his name is in this episode, because I'm tired of calling him Mystery Man. But yeah, like I said, it's that moment alone that really makes me be like, you know, I don't like that part of MJ. I don't have an issue with MJ being independent and doing her own things. I like that she has missions in this game because it gives variety. It's more just how they do that part of her character where she is so, like, I shouldn't say ungrateful. Let me reword that. It's just, she has to realize how big of a threat these guys are. They can easily kill her. And I know it's a video game, you gotta have tension, you know, but it's still, like, I don't know. It upsets me. We saw that side mission, Tombstone, the move. I will be covering that mission in a few episodes, actually. I actually might do that for the end game. Pun not intended with the Marvel thing. So, if not, I'll for sure do it as a post-game thing. I need to record it still, but I for sure will be showing it off because that's a pretty cool mission to do. Plus, it shows Tombstone, and who we saw a little bit of, and I still need to cover him a little bit, but yeah, we'll be covering that pretty soon. But like I said, what do you think of MJ in this game? Like, I really want to know, like, thoughts and feelings on her whole character.
You know what I like about you, kid? You're always getting better.
Gee, thanks, creepy stalker guy.
You can call me Taskmaster.
'Cause you keep leaving me tasks? That's kinda on the nose.
There's a group of mercenaries committing crimes across the city.
These mercenaries wouldn't happen to be your mercenaries, would they?
No. All I know is they're getting paid well for their work. Unless you stop them, that is.
What's in it for you?
I get to watch and learn.
So that's his name, the Taskmaster. I never saw that coming. But yeah, Taskmaster is a side villain in this game, and his design and name obviously remind me of the man who he popularized the term botch, the one and only, the Shockmaster! Edit clip in here.
I told you. Oh, God.
Because I love bad wrestling, he will be referred to as the Shockmaster. Because he's the man who wants to rule the world. I love Shockmaster. He is amazing. But for one time, going into Taskmaster, in this game he is voiced by Brian Bloom. The real name of the Taskmaster is Tony Masters, and Taskmaster is a mercenary who is a minor antagonist in this game, as I mentioned before. He's actually going to be in the upcoming Avengers game. It actually comes out next year at the time of this recording. And his first appearance was in the Avengers issue 195. Taskmaster, I guess going into him a little bit, he's a human who is born with photographic reflex abilities. Basically, he can kind of just watch people do something, he can kind of just, like, copy it. I guess it's like the Sharingan, kind of.
Peter, I'm about to begin another test.
Oh, sorry. My bus broke down and there were no cabs. But I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'll be there as soon as I can. Just gets there. But, Taskmaster, hey, so his thing is he loses his memory at the cost of this power. And he gets it from a scientist almost is dying, or he does die, and he actually, like, shoots an injection into Tony. And because of this, he loses his memory, and he forgets all of his loved ones, even those in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Morning, Parker. Or is it evening? That doesn't matter. Check the neurosensors, would you? We need a faster response time.
On it.
Try to get it under 3 milliseconds.
Okay, looks like I could optimize this power relay.
But, just history with Shockmaster. I don't have much, history, really. I'm going to say Taskmaster, because I say Shockmaster, people are going to get confused. With Taskmaster, I don't really have a lot of, history with him. Like, the only thing before this game I really knew him from was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because he's a playable character in that game. But that's really about it. He reminds me, and like I said, I don't know much about the guy, but he reminds me of Deathstroke a little bit. I'm wondering if that's intentional. Like, I know Deadpool is like a parody of Deathstroke, or Slade, or whatever you call him. I like Deathstroke more. I grew up with Slade because I watched Teen Titans as a kid, but I think Deathstroke's just a cooler name, personally. But he gives me Deathstroke vibes, I guess is what I'm trying to get at here. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But one thing, with him being like a minor antagonist in this game, and him appearing in the Avengers game, I'm hoping with this whole little universe they're doing, he's going to be like a recurring thing. Like, he's just kind of going to show up and be like a little boss you fight every once in a while. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But I like Taskmaster in this game. He doesn't really do much, but the rewards you get for like doing his missions are pretty cool. So like, he's someone who I do hope, kind of shows up. Maybe not like do the same thing every game, but I like him. He's kind of like the, I guess the best comparison actually I can make comparing this to, like the Arkham games is, I'd argue he's kind of, I don't want to say like the Riddler challenges because they are different, but it's like the best comparison I can think of since these games, gameplay-wise, are kind of similar. And, they're both superhero games and they're both villains, so yeah. That's the vibe I guess I can kind of give to explain that. But yeah, like I brought up, Taskmaster's game's cool. I like him. I'd honestly rather do the Taskmaster missions than do the Riddler stuff and Arkham Asylum. Well, all those games, really. It's really just, I haven't played through Origins or Arkham Knight yet, but I know, I remember the Riddler stuff being annoying to do, and it's really just because it's really, I feel like, tedious to do, and some people might disagree, but, like, I love those Arkham games, like, the two I've played. I need to really play Origins and Knight, I know, but,
finished. Like,
in Arkham Knight and City, I never could do all of them, just because, like, it's too much time.
Signal to noise is out of whack.
The next superhero game I do will probably be Arkham Arkham Asylum. That's the current plan, but that'll be for a while. Because I don't want to do too much superhero stuff, because then I will run out of things to talk about. And especially because I know more about Spider-Man than Batman. But I do plan to do Arkham Knight one of these days, because that is a really fun game. I guess I'm sitting here, we have not a lot going on screen. I'm going to be in a minority on this. I think Arkham City is the better game. And while I do prefer it over Asylum, I like the setting of Asylum more. Just because I love the idea of, like, the prison, like, or asylum, whatever. I love the idea, like, that being the main place you're gonna be, because I feel like there's a lot you can do with it, and it gives, like, the much more, like, gritty, darker feel for a Batman story. That and City are great games. City has the actual, like, city, which is awesome as well. Again, I swear that City is Batman. I like it a lot, but I love the idea of Batman being stuck in an asylum full of all of his, like, villains having to, like, escape. I think that's a cool idea. I really like it a lot. But, I mean, I'll get into that more whenever I do that LP of Arkham Asylum. That is seriously I really want to cover one day, because those games are fun. But, I guess talking about this right now we're just kind of fixing this headgear. Maybe it's just me. The headpiece that he's gonna wear here, like when they show like the little blueprints of it, it looks like a VR headset. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, but I like it. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on. It's really just these missions here. Like I kind of brought up, you can skip past some of these. I'm gonna be honest. On times, if I just can't figure it out, I just skip them. I know some people might call like the wuss card on me, but while they're not bad, they are kind of like they just take a lot of time up and. They're there for people who like these kind of things. It's not my thing, personally. But, yeah. They definitely are very similar to, like, some Ratchet and Clank mini-games. They remind me of them a lot.
I got it, Doc. 2.8 milliseconds.
Good work, Peter.
Yes.
I'd call that a mild success.
I call that unbelievable. Do you need some help?
Yes.
Doctor, what's going on?
It's become that obvious. My doctors call it a degenerative neurological disorder. Probably caused by overexposure to toxic chemicals in my reckless youth.
Sorry, is there anything I can do?
You already are. The worst part is, it only affects the muscles. The mind continues to work, but it can no longer do. You're the only one who knows, Peter. I'd like to keep it that way.
Of course.
If you'd like to seek a position with more of a future...
I came here to work for you because of what you've got up here. And that's not going anywhere. So neither am I.
Oh, Peter, before I forget, I read the most fascinating article. Outlines possible next steps for the neural interface.
I'll take a look. Thanks, Doc.
So yeah, Doc's for sure definitely
Doc loves
changing.
these things.
And
Use them
I've
in
seen
grad
these
school when we
goggles
had to
before, but I
manipulate
don't
radioactive
remember where.
isotopes.
It's
Seeing them
confusing.
keeps them humble.
But he's definitely starting to suffer from this disease, and it's sad.
What is this, Doc? Never seen this type of material.
Would you believe it's for welding? Provides remarkable magnetic insulation and limits cross-contamination between the neural interface and arms.
So yeah, things are definitely getting quite interesting here. We'll see developments for this later.
A direct interface with the basal ganglia. Exciting, but risky. I don't know, Doc. You'll need a gallium silk array to make it work. Even then, odds of injury are pretty high.
Gallium! Genius! Never mind the risks. We'll work them out in time.
Peter is starting to suspect. He hides it, but I can tell. He's seen my twitch. No.
Doc's really sick. At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within a year. And if we're not careful, an intracranial implant could make things even worse. Even alter his personality. We need to proceed carefully.
So, okay. I'm assuming... Now, I don't know the full, like, scientific details behind this, but I'm assuming Doc's personality changing would be somewhat similar to... and mind you, like I said, I don't know the scientific facts behind this. I don't really get it, but this is the best comparison I can make when I say this. I assume it's something similar to when someone gets, like, elderly,
Doc, I'm sorry,
how when
my
they get, like,
aunt
Alzheimer's
just
or
texted.
dementia, where you're still the same person, but it's like your personality definitely does shift a bit because like your mind is kind of degrading, I guess is the best way to put that there, and it sucks, you know. It's really tragic, and I don't know. I'm not trying to get like super sympathetic, but I'm guessing it's like a similar idea of what's happening to Doc. Like his brain is starting to, well, his mind is still great, like he's a genius. It's more like his personality is getting shifted because of that, and he's gonna change later on, and it's sad. Like he's a video game character, but it's sad because, you know, you have like the dementia and Alzheimer's thing for like elderly people, and it's kind of similar, I guess. But yeah, next time on more Spider-Man, we'll be going more throughout the city, and some more interesting developments will show up, and we're actually gonna meet up with Miles again. So join me next time, guys. Stay cool, I guess. I don't know. I have a good ending.